qualify for a home equity loan from the Money Store. That's because the Money Store looks at your total credit picture. You can consolidate your bills or make some home improvements. So remember, even if you are a little slow on some payments, call the Money Store for a home equity loan. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES. That's 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Well, the guy that owns the station across the street is, well, he's sort of a show-off. He's real proud of this sporty new car he just bought. Only thing is, he wants to use the highest octane he can find, and unfortunately for him, that means Sunoco Ultra 94. It's the highest octane of any major brand. Hey, I keep catching him looking over here. Well, he's still got his pride, but I've got his gasoline.
There are sure to be a few records set during the 1996 Olympic Games. And as the official airline, Delta has already set one. Of all U.S. airlines, only Delta flies smoke-free on every flight to every city worldwide. It's not something we did to win a gold medal. We did it so you could breathe a little easier. Delta Airlines.
New York Yankees baseball is brought to you by Eagle. Test drive an Eagle at your tri-state Jeep and Eagle dealer or call 1-800-2-TEST-EAGLE. As we take a walk up Yawkey Way, past the plaque for the great owner Thomas Yawkey. Mike Crispino joining Jim Cott here for the 6th inning. It's a 4-coffee day, Jim, by the way.
Best place to be today is out where Vaughan Eshelman is, right in the middle of the diamond.
We started at 54 degrees. We've dropped below that. The only good thing is we haven't had any rain as yet. However, Vaughan Eshelman, the 25-year-old out of Houston, Texas, has thrown some rain on the Yankee run parade of late, shutting them out, no-hitting them through the first 5. Pat Kelly is the hitter. Kelly struck out his first time, one of 5 victims of Vaughan Eshelman. Has Kelly swinging and missing. In talking with Pat Kelly before the game, we mentioned Eshelman's success the first time against the Yankees, and I said, well, what are you guys going to do differently? And he came out with, I have no idea. Then he thought about it, and he said, well, maybe we'll bunt a little.
Rick Down, as he does, goes around to each hitter in the lineup, gives them a little briefing on what to look for from the pitcher, what they've seen on video, and they've certainly had a couple good looks at this guy.
Kelly fouls it back. It's a full count. Eshelman has been throwing more pitches in the last inning and a third or so, going to more full counts, so the Yankees at least working deep into the count, and maybe that will wear him down. Rick Down will spend some time with us on Yankee Scorecard, talking about analyzing pitchers. That one is up in the strike zone, and that is Eshelman's 5th walk.
You mentioned the high pitch count and full counts, Mike, and it's not going to be a popular decision by Kevin Kennedy, but even if this continues, he's going to have to lift Eshelman. He is almost at the 90 pitch mark right now, 3rd start of the year. Kind of a cool, rainy day. You wouldn't expect him to extend a pitcher much past 100. And the Red Sox are going to get their bullpen ready right now. Jeff Pierce.
Bernie Williams takes a pitch down in the zone. Bernie is 0 for 1. He was able to walk off Eshelman his last at-bat. Capacity here is 33,871 as Kevin Kennedy heads to the mound. There were a few empty seats, and the Yankees have played to 99% of the capacity of this stadium in the last 9 years. Obviously a good matchup when Boston plays New York. As Kennedy, what do you think he's saying right now?
Well, I think he's buying a little time. If you go out and say, how do you feel? Any pitcher that's got a no-hitter going and a shutout is going to say, I feel great.
Look at the scoreboard.
So I think Cumberland has been out a couple of times, the pitching coach. Maybe Kennedy thought, well, maybe a visit for me, not from a mechanical standpoint, but from just kind of a pep talk. Hey, we've got some good fielders out there. You got a 4-0 lead. Don't try to get too fine. Challenge hitters. And maybe he'll try that approach, but at the same time, he gives Jeff Pierce a little more time to get ready.
The Sox coaching staff obviously aware of the Yankee offensive fireworks of the last 2 games. They can be very explosive. Eshelman down in the strike zone to Bernie Williams. The Yankees have made one fly ball out in the game. The rest have been on the ground or strikeouts. Williams tops it up the middle. Valentin will have a play, and the throw to first not in time. Hit just slow enough for Bernie Williams to beat it out.
John Valentin tried to make a little acrobatic throw, didn't get the back foot planted on the bag,
The shortstop.
and as a result could not get enough on it to double up Bernie Williams.
Hits for power, plays a strong game at short. The Red Sox look like they're set at that position for many years to come. Here's Tony Fernandez. Still has the wrap on his right hand after taking that line drive off the thumb in Toronto. Bob Wickman started for the Yankees, lasted just 2 2/3. Eshelman now having his troubles despite pitching no-hit baseball. Take a look at the scoreboard. Cleveland and Baltimore tied at 1 in the 5th inning. Baltimore off to a slow start. The Indians red hot and on top of their division. Toronto has traveled to Milwaukee. Gave up 14 runs last night. No score so far. And the Mets at Shea are hosting Montreal. No score there in the 5th. The Cubs a surprising start in the 2nd inning. Tied with San Diego. That's the nobody beats the whiz scoreboard. Tony Fernandez takes a pitch up in the strike zone.
Of course, the Indians in Baltimore playing today. Yankee fans will get a chance to see both of those teams next week at the stadium. There's the bell tie pitch that is now a high pitch. Called for a ball.
Williams leads off. Fernandez loops it into the shallow right field, and Alicea has an easy play. 2 down. And you mentioned the schedule upcoming. The Yanks are in a stretch when they're playing contenders, and they have the Indians coming to town on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll carry that for you on MSG. And tomorrow, of course, they'll finish up the series here at Fenway. That game televised on Channel 11 WPIX. Boggs is 0 for 2 so far. Pitch outside. His first trip back here as a Yankee went 4 for 4, and then has not had a lot of success really at Fenway up until last night. He had a couple of big hits to score runs.
Unusual day. You have a rookie left-hander working on a no-no and a shutout, and yet he's been struggling every inning. A couple of timely ground balls turned into double plays have helped him out.
This one way high and inside. I'm wondering when a pitcher is this kind of wild, Jim, does that throw the hitters off as well? They don't really know when they're going to get a good pitch to hit.
Well, in this situation, of course, down 4 runs, they're content to just sit back, try to get in a hitting count. This could be his last pitch right here. Leyritz in the on-deck circle.
That one on the outside corner. It's 3-1.
You know, if you're managing the Red Sox right now, you don't want to wait till the tying run is up there until the Yankees get a couple runs to bring a relief pitcher into a game, give them a little more margin for error.
That one is inside, and Wade Boggs is on. So first and second.
Well, they're all, John Cumberland is saying, hey, you go out and take him out with a no-hitter. I don't want to hear these fans. Kevin Kennedy's saying, no, I don't want to do it. Cumberland goes to the phone to see if Pierce is ready. It won't be a popular decision, but for the sake of winning a ball game, it's probably what Kevin Kennedy is going to have to do.
Here's Jim Leyritz, who could get the Yankees right back in it with one swing of the bat. Pitch is high. Leyritz came in at 255, a couple of home runs, 7 runs batted in. That pitch is high.
The different managers have different philosophies. Right now, Kevin Kennedy is, I guess you'd say, being a little loyal to Vaughan Eshelman. But what happens, you walk the bases loaded, bring in Jeff Pierce. In that situation, it's much tougher on him than 2 out and just 2 on.
Leyritz takes it, and it's 2-1. Well, the good thing for Eshelman is he does have 2 outs. Outside corner, hit by Leyritz to right center field, on the run, and it's gone! The big hit, the big swing, and the Yankees are right back in it. Kevin Kennedy makes the walk to the mound to visit with Vaughan Eshelman.
The only hit for the Yankees, but Kennedy sticks with him. One more hitter, and that enables the Yankees to get within 1.
He really was in a no-win situation, a no-hitter and 2 men on.
Not a bad start to your major league career. All-time record by a former Red Sox right-hander, Boo Ferris, 22 innings. Vaughan Eshelman with 18 2/3 before his control got the best of it.
We have a ball game again. We'll be back with more after this.
You say you got that car from Hertz for 5 days, $99.
Exactly.
With free unlimited mileage and all that Hertz service?
Exactly.
Gee, what else could you want?
Some fish?
Hertz, 5 days, $99, fish not included.
You mean our Hertz car for the weekend is only $25 a day?
Exactly.
With free unlimited mileage and Hertz service?
Exactly.
What else could we ask for?
Some marshmallows?
Hertz, only $25 a day, marshmallows not included.
What have you got there?
Our new camcorder.
You don't know anything about buying camcorders. Now, that's a guide thing.
Hey, I know enough to shop at Nobody Beats the Wiz, where, believe it or not, they know even more about camcorders than you do.
Did you check the ad? You probably paid too much and didn't even get what we wanted.
Au contraire, chauvinist pig. At Nobody Beats the Wiz, you always get the camcorder you want, and you'll pay the right price for it. They mean what they say in their ads, you know.
Oh, really? Let's see.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Brut Active Blue by Fabergé, the essence of man.
A moment ago, Vaughan Eshelman was in complete command of the New York Yankees, a no-hitter into the 6th inning. Then he delivered this pitch.
And this ball had to be stung because we talked earlier about how the wind was blowing in from center field. And Leyritz drove it right through the wind. Only hit of the day that Eshelman surrendered, but the 2 walks ahead of that make it a 1-run game.
It looked as if Troy O'Leary, the right fielder, would have a play on it. It just kept on going. Eshelman, born in Philly, now from Houston, out of there, 1 hit, 3 runs, and on to relieve him, it's Stan Belinda.
Hard throwing right-hander. Red Sox use him to set up their closer, Ken Ryan.
Danny Tartable, 1-1. Eshelman walked 6, struck out 5 in his 5 2/3. Belinda took a little off the curveball that time and had Danny Tartable out ahead of it.
Yeah, he's a long armer. He really slings the ball. Looks like he reaches all the way back to second base. Throws hard. You can see 5 strikeouts in just a little over 3 innings.
Another breaking pitch. This time Danny's able to hold off. Tartable came in at 246, a couple of home runs and 8 runs batted in. Now it's up to Andy Pettitte to keep the Yankees in it. He's done a pretty good job of that so far. An opportunity really for Andy Pettitte to show Buck Showalter that he belongs up here. The Yanks, of course, are going to have to make some player moves on Monday, and most people think that Pettitte will go down to Columbus and make some starts.
Done a nice job since coming in for Bob Wickman. Red Sox lead off with a left-hand hitter in next inning, and I think you could anticipate Joe Osanio beginning to get ready.
Tartable fouls it near the Red Sox dugout. Now, as a pitcher on a day like this, when you've got to sit through a long inning, is there anything you can do to stay warm? Cover yourself up as best you can?
Of course, some of the more modern stadiums have heated benches, and a lot of times a trainer will get a hot water bottle put between a couple. The main thing you want to do is keep your hand warm. Once you get out there and your body moves around, but you want to keep the hand warm so you have the feel of the baseball. Checking his left arm there. I can imagine tomorrow when you have days like Eshelman had, despite only giving up one hit. Pretty wild, means his motion was a little out of sync. That arm will be stiff and sore tomorrow.
Tartable able to stay alive. Well, if the Red Sox hold on to win this game, they'll look back and say, well, Eshelman certainly had a lot to do with it. However, if they cannot hold this lead, Kevin Kennedy is going to really be thinking about that inning.
Didn't want to take him out with a no-no, but that decision did cost him 3 runs.
Tartable again holds off. A selective eye for Danny Tartable, and it's a full count.
Well, like last night when the plate was kind of wide, today with Kaiser, anything around belt high or a little above, you're not going to get it. That was up above the letters.
3-2, and Tartable fouls another one off, and up and out of Fenway Park. They've been talking about a new Fenway Park. Of course, they have a new Boston Garden opening next year. It seems as if this would be one place they'd never move or never change, but with a 33,800 capacity, there's room for more. Tartable walks.
If they do, you would hope they duplicate this. If they do build a new Camden Yards type ballpark, they would at least duplicate what they have here at Fenway. You'd hate to lose the charm of this old ball yard.
Stanley grounds to short. Valentin for the force out. And that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the 6th. However, they pick up 3 runs on a big home run from Jim Lawrence, and they knock out Vaughan Eshelman. We'll be back with more on MSG after this.
Maybe you've always seen yourself in a Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 190 horsepower engine, anti-lock brakes, and driver's airbag. But maybe you've never seen one fitting into your budget. So maybe you'll be surprised to see for $299 monthly, one can. The easy-to-lease Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now if you can see it in your head, you can see it in your driveway. See your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealers.
It's a perfect day in the travel industry. Or is it? If your 800 service goes down, it's like your business disappears. Your customers vanish. For travel agents and cruise lines, that could mean hundreds of customers a minute. This won't happen to Carnival Cruise Lines. They chose AT&T's 800 Never Miss a Call guarantee. With features so reliable, calls would be rerouted in less than a second. So their fun ships stay filled, and their calls get through. Guaranteed. AT&T, for the life of your business.
Mommy, how do brakes work?
They'll explain everything, dear.
Brakes for shoes?
They'll tell us all about it.
How can you buy brakes if you don't know anything about them?
Because I always shop with people I trust.
When it comes to brakes, it's not what you know, it's where you go. You can always trust the folks at Meineke to give you quality, dependable brakes at a great price.
I trust the champ.
Take it from the champ. At Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
At Nobody Beats the Whiz, we can't promise your work will be any less a grind. We will promise you access to the office of your dreams, wherever that may be.
New York Yankees baseball is brought to you by the new Dodge. See your local Dodge dealer today. Along the Back Bay, the Charles River, some great places to run here in Boston. It might even motivate me to run.
It must be warmer there than it is here, Mike.
Well, these folks came prepared for rain, and we've been lucky so far. We haven't had any of that. We have had some cold weather. And what do you suppose the conversation is right now between these two gentlemen?
John Cumberland, the pitching coach on the left. Saying, did we go one hitter too many with him? Yeah, but he had a no-hitter going. We didn't want to take him out.
Troy O'Leary to lead off against Andy Pettit. Big left-hander, who Buck Showalter hopes could be the next Ragin' Cajun. Misses outside. It's 2-0. That pitch on the outside corner, it's 2-1. If you're talking about Fenway Park and their capacity, Jim, I've always thought that this capacity is great for selling tickets because in November, December, January, the people here in Boston want to go to games in the summer. As Pettit misses, have to go out and get their tickets early. So they always have a good solid base of fans for each game because of the lower capacity and the ticket demand being what it is.
Not enough sky boxes from a corporate standpoint to generate the kind of revenue big league teams need to stay competitive, though they seem to have had that problem here in Boston. If they added another, you wouldn't want to make it too big, but if they added another 10 to 12,000 seats, keep it under 50.
And Andy Pettit allows a leadoff walk to Troy O'Leary.
Yes, this is a key inning, as when your team comes up with 3 runs, you've heard pitchers say it before, that next inning is the one you want to go out and shut the other team down. And Pettit had done such a good job. Now the Yankees get within 1, and he walks the leadoff hitter, and that will probably get a little activity going in the Yankee bullpen.
The momentum is unquestionably shifted with the Yankees scoring 3 in the top of the inning. Boston leads the league in stolen bases, amazingly, a team that never ran really. This year has 16. Nearing offers at it and then takes it. Tim Nearing is an interesting case. When he first came up with the Red Sox, had lots of injury problems. In fact, one of his legs a little shorter than the other. That was part of his problem for him. He had a number of leg injuries in the first couple of years. And now he's moved over to third base with Scott Cooper gone and looks to be establishing himself there. Pitch grounded through the hole past Randy Velarde for a base hit. So Kevin Kennedy didn't have to run anybody. Nearing moves the runner to second with a single.
You mentioned establishing himself. Boy, he sure has, with the average over 300, filling in nicely in the spot that Scott Cooper occupied. That's a nice situation now for the Red Sox as Joe Assanio will begin to loosen, because Nearing, the 300 hitter, pulls the ball through the hole. Alicea, who has not been hitting well, in a situation where Kevin Kennedy can use him to sacrifice.
Just a 133 hitter from the right side, 0.77 and 13 at-bats. Only 1 hit for Alicea, and he is set already to bunt.
Notice the Yankees don't use the wheel play where Tony Fernandez, the shortstop, runs over toward third and vacates the hole. The key to this play is Wade Boggs at first base. He does not have a lot of experience there, and as far as making the throw to third, that might be the place to bunt it.
Pettit throws back, and Fernandez put a tag on O'Leary, but he was back in time.
These are just designed, these plays, to keep O'Leary as close to second base as you can. Alicea among the league leaders in dropping down sacrifice bunts.
Pettit misses this time, and it's 1-0. 4-3, the Red Sox lead, bottom of the 6th inning. The second of 3 here at Fenway Park this weekend. The Yankees have beaten Boston 4 of 5 this year. Pitch is bunted towards Velarde, and he's going to let it go. Let's see what happens, and it goes foul. For a moment, it looked like it would stay fair down there.
Good judgment by Randy Velarde. Happens so often in baseball games. It's a slow-paced, leisurely game that you have to make quick decisions. And Randy Velarde, that didn't hit a footprint and kick back in fair. He just, with that little bit of side spin, waited till it rolled into foul territory.
Right about there, Velarde was saying, oh my goodness, that's not going to stay fair, is it? And now a huddle at the mound as Kevin Kennedy might shift some signals around.
Looks like Tony Fernandez is playing quarterback in this huddle. What sign are we using? Want to try to play another pickoff play?
There are some things that the fielders can do in this circumstance to perhaps disrupt the offense and what they're trying to do. One being the pickoff, maybe giving them something else to think about as far as their coverages go. It's a 1-1 count. Alisei drops it down in front of the mound. Pettit has a tough play, and he makes the play. And Alisei gets the job done, moving the 2 runners.
Good baseball by the Red Sox. Alisei with a nice bunt. And Pettit has to come well in toward home plate and make a strong, accurate throw to Bodge just in time. Oh, that's the way to bunt. See how he had that bat well out in front of the plate? His 4th of the year.
Nearly perfect because he made Mike Stanley get right in the play with Andy Pettit. Pettit took charge and made the play. Lee Tinsley, who has been red hot for the Red Sox, 0 for 3 today, but he's hit in every game this season, 14 straight.
Infield in.
This one is fouled off. Yankees brought the infield in earlier and were able to stop a Red Sox threat. They'll try it again here with 1 down in the bottom of the 6th of a 4-3 game. Boston leading. Pettit, little changeup fouled off.
The other advantage of that sacrifice bunt is not just getting the 2 runners into scoring position, but bringing that infield in. And again, another decision that Dave Oliver, the third base coach, will get from Kevin Kennedy, whether to give O'Leary whether the contact play is on. With his speed, it might be on. Any ground ball, he'd take off on contact.
Pettit ahead in the count, and he struck him out. That was a big strikeout. John Valentin on deck. And Andy Pettit now has 2 down and runners at 2nd and 3rd.
The shortstop.
Good job by Andy Pettit. Stanley moves inside, and Pettit throws the fastball right on target. It's one of those situations as Tinley's frozen by the fastball. You oftentimes would walk the right-hand hitter to get to a left-hand hitter, but not with Mo Vaughan in the on-deck circle.
Buck Showalter and Billy Connors are going to let Pettit pitch to Valentin, or maybe pitch around him. We'll see. He hits it in the air to center field. Bernie Williams on the run, and he makes the play. So Andy Pettit, in relief of Bob Wickman, has done an excellent job keeping the Yankees in the ball game. The Sox are out, no runs. And after 6, it's Boston 4, the Yankees 3. Dave Cohn will rejoin Jim Cott. I'll be back in the post-game report with you.
The Yankees are back in the Bronx to take on the Cleveland Indians after Sports Desk and AT&T Scorecard Tuesday night right here on MSG.
Welcome to Herbert's Billiards, the exciting gathering spot guaranteed to change your idea of entertainment. With 24 pool tables, a spectacular bar, and a terrific menu served poolside, Herbert's combines private club comfort with sensational sports action. Herbert's is the perfect place to bring a date or to spend an afternoon with the family. Get free pointers from Herbert's staff, enjoy Herbert's game room, or let Herbert's create a different and exciting party for you. Herbert's Billiards, a unique entertainment experience you won't forget.
Blue skies or gray skies, I'll always be around. You can rely on me, I'll never let you down.
Whatever little surprises life has in store for you, one thing you can always rely on is the cool comfort of a Tempstar air conditioner.
You can rely on me.
Rely on the Star. Tempstar.
Buying a used car or truck? You got three choices. You can take a chance dealing with strangers looking through the classifieds. You can drive all over town looking for a bargain. Or you can do like I did. You can see a Ford dealer. He's got tons of used cars and trucks, all makes and models, some still under factory warranty, and good prices whether you lease or buy. And your Ford dealer can even help with the financing, and he'll be there to handle the service. Hey, it's your choice. Make it a good one. See your Tri-State quality Ford dealer.
Is authorized under rights granted by the New York Yankees solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publications, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the New York Yankees and Madison Square Garden Network is prohibited. Well, we have ourselves a ball game. It's 4-3, the Red Sox on top of the Yankees. Andy Pettitte in the dugout trying to stay warm. He's a Louisiana kind of guy, and he's up here in the cold of New England. Stan Belinda on the mound. And the Yankee batter is Randy Velarde. If you just joined us, Vaughan Eshelman had not allowed a hit through the first 6 innings. And the Yankees then struck for 3 on a Jim Leyritz home run off Vaughan Eshelman. That was the first Yankee hit. That is the only Yankee hit, but it got them right back in the game. 4-3 Red Sox here on the top of the 7th inning. Now Velarde looks at the sidearm, almost submarine delivery for a called strike. It's 1-2.
He's a slinger, Belinda. When you see a pitcher long arm the ball like that.
Joe Osanio could be the next Yankee pitcher, very similar.
Nice job by Andy Pettitte. I'm sure thoughts going through Buck Showalter's mind for a moment whether to bring a right-hander in to face John Valentin.
It's going through my mind. There's Joe Osanio, and that's a called strike 3. Tough angle to pick up the pitch from, and Randy Velarde never did pick it up, so he's caught looking.
Number 17.
Have a 3/4 slinging delivery in the late movement on Belinda's fastball catches the outside corner.
It is amazing how the fortunes can change in this game. With one swing of the bat, the Yankees went from having no runs and no hits to having 1 hit but 3 runs and are right back in it. Luis Polonia now against the slinger. Luis with a 4-hit game last night. He started today against the lefty for the first time since way back
July 10th of last year.
He had started 81 straight games against right-handed pitchers, and now he is ahead on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. On deck is Pat Kelly. Yankees trying to take their 2nd straight here at Fenway. They're down by a run as they bat in the 7th. Linda gets it over. Gloved by Mo Vaughan. Easy play. So Mo's been doing it with the leather as well as with the lumber.
You expect Polonia to hit the ball the other way. Got an inside pitch, and Vaughan playing fairly close to the line. 1-run lead late in the game, takes what would have been an extra base hit away from Polonia.
And now we have 2 outs. Big Mo. Home run last night, home run today. Pitch to Kelly is inside. Well, we've seen Mo go to his right and go to his left. Saw a head-first slide in the second, stealing a base. Well hit, but well foul off the bat of Pat Kelly. Mo is a big hero here in Boston.
Does a lot of good things in the community.
Does the rest of the country know about Mo Vaughan? Do they know enough about him, the baseball player? Probably not, I would say.
Well, I think he's slowly gaining a national reputation.
Pitch to Kelly is low, and the count now is 3-1.
The object for the Yankees here is to get as many left-hand hitters up there against Belinda. Bernie Williams, the switch hitter, would be next.
Yes, says Ken Kaiser.
Derek Lilliquist has been the lefty the Red Sox have brought in out of the bullpen. He's not fared well lately. There again, the late movement. That pitch moves just back across the outside corner.
That's low, and it gets away from the catcher, but Kelly will trot down to first and remain there. In the Red Sox bullpen, there is Derek Lilliquist throwing, just getting up and getting loose.
It was Dave Silvestri with the big 3-run blow off him in last night's game. The Yankees have Silvestri, Russell Davis, and Gerald Williams to come off their bench from the right side of the plate. Deion James is there as a left-hand hitter. I don't know if Mattingly could hit with the eye problem today. Isn't seeing the ball well.
Bernie now from the left side. First time in the game. An uncontested steal of second by Pat Kelly. Tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. Boy, did he have a jump.
The long delivery of Belinda. As soon as that leg went back, you see Kelly take off. Quick peek in to pick up the flight of the ball. No play on him.
Now let's see if Bernie can get the tying run home. Seemed to be a pitch that most lefty batters like. Let that one go for a called strike. 1-1. Bernie Williams trying to stretch his hitting streak to 8 games. Two and one now.
Wait, he has consistently thrown the ball in there. Belinda. Polonia pulled it down toward Mo Vaughan. Bernie Williams has good ability to hit that down and in pitch from the left side of the plate.
He laid off that one, and the count goes to 3-1. Switch hitting Tony Fernandez is on deck.
Again, coming inside, just off the corner.
So the Red Sox were cruising along on the pitching of Vaughan Eshelman, who had not allowed a hit until Jim Leyritz's 3-run home run in the 6th inning. It is still the only hit the Yankees have in the game, but they're only down 4-3. And there is another walk. Eshelman walked 6. Belinda now with a couple of walks here in the 7th.
Busy day for John Cumberland, despite the fact the Yankees only have the 1 hit you mentioned. Eshelman ran into some control problems. Now Belinda with 2 out walks. Kelly and Bernie Williams.
Tony Fernandez, switch hitter, is at the plate right now. As the conference goes on, Tony, of course, in the left-hand batter's box.
Yeah, he didn't have good at-bats from the right side. He reached out against Eshelman and pulled that pitch to third base for a double play. And so maybe, you know, being on the left side now, even though the thumb that's bothering him is on the throwing hand, bottom hand of the bat, he's had better swings left-handed than he did right-handed.
Last night, Tony was 1 for 4. He has good power to the opposite field, as we've seen. 2 on and 2 outs. The Yankees need 1 to tie. Stroke to right field and deep, and it is caught at the warning track by Troy O'Leary. Fernandez made a bid to get the tying run home and perhaps more, but the score will remain the Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 3.
Some fast food places have a breakfast biscuit like 7-Eleven's with sausage, scrambled egg, and cheese on a flaky buttermilk biscuit. At least we think they do.
Huh?
The Deli Central Breakfast Biscuit. Pick up one this morning at 7-Eleven. Some trendy places may offer a pita sandwich like 7-Eleven's with juicy ham, turkey, and Swiss cheese layered between 2 pitas. But can they give you this? The Deli Central Pita Sandwich, delivered fresh every day to 7-Eleven.
If you think cameras are getting a bit too complex, Nobody Beats the Whiz wants you to know that taking a picture is as easy as MINOLTA. Try the Minolta Maxim 400 SI, a fully automatic computerized camera with a built-in flash that does all the thinking for you. It's just one of the family of easy-to-use Minolta cameras priced right at Nobody Beats the Whiz. Minolta cameras at Nobody Beats the Whiz. We make picture taking easy.
Here's a promise from Sterling Bank and Trust. Open a savings account at our bank with as little as $200, and we'll issue you a Visa, a MasterCard, or both. Regardless of your income, employment, residency, or credit history, if you're 18 or older with a valid Social Security number, your credit line will be secured by your savings deposit, and you will be approved. Call now to open your account. 1-800-826-SEND. With our express service, your cards will be in the mail within 10 days after we receive your application and deposit.
The Yankees' next homestand features 2 games with the Cleveland Indians May 16th and 17th at 7:30. Then 3 with Cal Ripken and the Baltimore Orioles on May 19th at 7:30. Day games on May 20th and 21st, each at 1:30. Now on the homestand, also the following ticket price reductions will be in effect. Tier reserve seats usually $11.50, just $5.75, and bleacher seats only $3. Also, fans can buy 1 ticket and get 1 free to any future 95 home game by presenting a paid ticket stub from any game on the upcoming homestand. Andy Pettitte set to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th inning against Mo Vaughan. Last time up, Andy Pettitte struck out Mo Vaughan. Andy having an excellent outing, his 2nd in a row. But let's see how he fares now the 2nd time around against Big Mo, with Jose Canseco to hit next. Starts him out with a fastball this time, and it's ball 1. Last time Pettitte with a couple of good curves to Mo. Another fastball, and the count is 1-1.
See him turn his head up on that swing. Joe Osanio getting ready. The Red Sox have the lineup staggered, lefty-righty, lefty-righty, and Vaughan knew he missed that pitch, fouled it straight back. Watch his reaction when he fouls that. That was a hitter's pitch.
Pettitte comes back with another fastball. It's low. It's 2-1 now. Red Sox 4, Yankees 3. Every pitch when you work to a guy like Mo Vaughan is important. To left center field, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. So the leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Andy Pettitte, the lefty. Jose Canseco, the righty.
Now the advantage of being strong and powerful. Polonia, who usually plays a shallow left field, but with this big swing, You anticipate the ball being hit a little deeper, and he drops it right in the triangle between Polonia Fernandez and Bernie Williams.
While you watch the replay, Pat Kelly came in to talk to Andy Pettitte, and that allowed the Yankees to buy some additional time, and here's Buck Showalter to the mound.
Usually he sprints out to the mound when he's going to make a change. What's going through his mind right now, Canseco has not been swinging the bat well. He is going to go with Osanio, which means Osanio will face the right-hand hitter Canseco, but then he'll be confronted with lefty Mike Greenwell after that. Good job by Andy Pettitte.
So Andy's day is done. A couple of days the Yankees will have to make some roster moves, and Andy Pettitte is thought of in the Yankees' future as a starting pitcher, so he may be en route to Columbus, but he's coming off a couple of good outings in Toronto and here in Fenway Park, and we'll return to Boston right after this.
People of New York love their music. Classic rock and roll music. Music that bridges the generations. The music that brought you back to Woodstock. At Nobody Beats the Wiz, we understand classic rock and roll. That's why we carry the full catalogs of Joe Cocker, Santana, Crosby, Stills and Nash, the Beatles, and more. And that's why all our single CDs are $12.98 or less, with thousands priced below $9.98. Want to hear some classic rock and roll? Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Here's a promise from Sterling Bank and Trust. Open a savings account at our bank with as little as $200, and we'll issue you a Visa, a MasterCard, or both. Regardless of your income, employment, residency, or credit history, if you're 18 or older with a valid Social Security number, your credit line will be secured by your savings deposit, and you will be approved. Call now to open your account. 1-800-826-SEND. With our express service, your cards will be in the mail within 10 days after we receive your application and deposit.
The Men in Pinstripes are back, and they're picking up right where they left off. Catch Mattingly, Boggs, Key, O'Neill, and the rest of Buck's Bombers as they go head-to-head with Albert Bell and the mighty Cleveland Indians on Tuesday, May 16th and Wednesday, May 17th at 7:30. So be there when the Yanks take it to the Tribe. Get your tickets now at the Stadium, Ticketmaster, and the Yankees Clubhouse stores. Catch all the fun and excitement of Yankee Baseball 95. We'll see you at the Stadium.
Back with you on MSG, where the Red Sox lead the Yankees 4-3, bottom of the 7th inning. The New York Rangers are trying to finish off the Quebec Nordiques this weekend. However, if a Game 6 is necessary, you'll see it at 7:30 following MCS Cannon Game Night on MSG2. The Rangers and the Quebec Nordiques in Game 6, if necessary, on Tuesday night and on MSG2. The new Yankee pitcher is Joe Osanio, and the first batter he'll work to is Jose Canseco. These two apparently have not faced each other before in a regular season situation.
That might go into Buck Showalter's thinking. Canseco is not swinging the bat well, so the other decision would be to allow Pettitte to face Canseco with Greenwell on deck. But in a one-run game, Buck taking him one out at a time.
Probably a notation in his little black book. Jose has never seen Joe. Jose is 0 for 3. Trying to pull everything in each of his at-bats. Fastball and a strike. Jose came falling across the plate after that.
Now from that open stance, you can see the sidearm delivery of Osanio, causing him to bail out just a little.
Breaking pitch. Osanio throws a splitter as well as a breaking pitch. That one had the downward action. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jose Canseco. Yankees trying to stay within a run of the Red Sox, who are batting here in their half of the 7th. Same pitch, same result. Ball 2. Mo Vaughan's at first. Mo stole a base early in the game, even with a cleanup hitter at the plate.
Even when you try to pitch a right-hand hitter away, the infield is shifted way around to pull, because thus far Canseco has not shown any indication that he'll shoot the ball to right field. The hole is wide open there if he would choose to do it.
The 2-1 misses outside. 3-1 now to Jose Canseco.
Long look by Osanio after this pitch, and it appeared to catch part of the corner. Not a healthy Jose Canseco. Groin, rib, and elbow all bothering him.
He got hit on the elbow by Ben McDonald of the Baltimore Orioles, who also plunked Mike McFarland. So that's the latest injury he has. We saw earlier in the game he is not running well. Injured the hamstring in New York. Bouncing ball to short hop by Fernandez. They get the middle, and they get the out at first. Double play. Boy, Tony Fernandez fielded that short hop and turned the double play.
None better. The percentage leader again, the pitch outside. Canseco pulls. There's the decision Fernandez had to make. You could lay back and wait for the high hop. Tony played the short hop flawlessly, and that's what enabled the Yankees to turn the double play. Kelly gets the ball in plenty of time to make a nice strong throw to Boggs. And again, Canseco not running well with that groin injury.
Tony Fernandez, a very intelligent ball player. He knew who was running also. He didn't rush things. Difficult pickup, made to look easy, and then the perfect toss to Kelly at second and the relay to Boggs. You said it before, he's like the quarterback out there. He huddled him up. Called strike to Mike Greenwell with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning.
Osanio has movement on his fastball like right-hander Stan Belinda for the Red Sox. The left-hander gives some ground, thinks it's going to be inside, moves back across the corner.
Ripped over the head of Pat Kelly into right field for a 2-out single by Mike Greenwell. So Greenwell has his second hit of the game.
Number 15.
He began this contest 0 for his last 12. Mike McFarland, the catcher now, against Joe Osanio with 2 outs. Into the Yankee dugout. Tomorrow, the Yankees and the Red Sox one more time at Fenway. Here's Melito.
Got a souvenir. Mentioned yesterday his brother Carlos won his first major league start and hit a home run. That's now 3 Perez brothers that have pitched and won in the major leagues. It's only the second threesome in the history of the game.
Big jump for the runner at first, hit and run. Greenwell probably would have had second base stolen.
I got to believe that Mike Greenwell did not realize, that Mike McFarland did not realize Greenwell was running. Unlikely situation to have a hit and run with 1 strike and 2 out. I think Greenwell just felt he had second base stolen. Soon as Osanio's leg goes up, you see Greenwell never looks in until the ball is fouled off, so there was a straight steal. McFarland felt like he had a hittable pitch.
In the air toward the green monster. Look up, and nothing you can do about it. It's gone. McFarland's second big home run against the Yankees this season. He had the 3-run shot off Jimmy Key, and now the 2-out, 2-run homer off Joe Osanio, and the Red Sox lead it 6-3. Third home run of the game for the Boston Red Sox.
Number 25. right fielder, Troy O'Leary.
Troy O'Leary now looks at the forkball, the splitter from Joe Osanio.
It's been 0-2 pitches that have plagued Joe Osanio. The other night in Toronto had Vaughan White in an 0-2 situation.
One ball, one strike.
And most of the time, managers don't second guess you. They understand you're going to give up hits, but on 0-2, they want you to make a little more of a pitcher's pitch. Make the hitter chase the ball out of the strike zone. It was right there where McFarland could get the barrel on it.
Breaking down and away from O'Leary, the count goes to 1-2. Red Sox got back-to-back homers in the third from Valentin and Vaughan, and a 2-run shot here in the seventh. That's the first time in this road trip, Jim, the Yankee pitchers have given up something besides a solo home run.
Third home run of the game by the Red Sox, and that's the third time this year they have done that. Good blend of power and speed.
O'Leary stays alive. Opposition had hit 11 straight solo home runs in this road trip, and then the 2-run shot by the catcher Mike McFarland.
The Yankee pitching staff now, depending on what Detroit and Minnesota do today, have given up more home runs than any staff in the American League. Smother it.
Ball boy suffering from the shortened spring training.
And he got his cap back.
Oh, that one got away from Osanio. Full count.
Well, you gotta have a lot of pens and paper on that Yankee bench. Look at all the books sitting there. Connor's making notes. Buck's always making notes.
O'Leary goes to left field. Polonia plays this one off the scoreboard. Nice job by Louis, and the throw is in time. Perfectly played by Louis Polonia off the wall in left field, and he guns down Troy O'Leary. Outfield assist for Luis Polonia. But in the inning, the Red Sox tacked on 2 more runs, and they now lead the Yankees 6-3 as they go to the top of the 8th.
Maybe you've always seen yourself in a Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 190 horsepower engine, anti-lock brakes, and driver's airbag. But maybe you've never seen one fitting into your budget. So maybe you'll be surprised to see for $299 monthly, one can. The easy-to-lease Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now if you can see it in your head, you can see it in your driveway. See your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealers.
See that? That's where I'm going to start my business.
What about all those things you need to know, like financing and writing business plans?
Somebody's already helped me get through that.
Who? Accountants? Consultants?
AT&T.
Introducing AT&T Resources for New Business. Now starting a business has just been made easier.
Yeah, they really helped me get my business off the ground.
It's not what you'd expect from a long-distance company, but that's the point. AT&T, for the life of your business.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If you'll look straight ahead, you'll see some spectacular scenery coming into view. This kind of thing is extremely rare this time of year. In fact, you probably won't see anything like it again all summer. Thank you for flying America West, and have a nice trip.
For reservations, call your professional travel agent or America West.
When it comes to mufflers, nobody knows the ropes like Meineke. At Meineke, you'll always get a high-quality muffler at a great price. They don't call us champs for nothing.
At Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
Back with you at Boston, where the Red Sox make a pitching change as we go to the top of the 8th inning. But because of this swing by catcher Mike McFarland, the Red Sox have a 3-run lead, 6-3, as we go to the 8th. There he is behind the plate. Wade Boggs hitting against Derek Lilliquist.
Could be just a one-man appearance for Lilliquist. He's primarily used to get lefties out. He's had good success against Boggs. Wade just 2 for 10, and Ken Ryan, their closer, is heating up in the bullpen. Yankees have right-hand hitters coming up.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Wade Boggs. Ken Ryan in the Sox bullpen. Boggs toward the wall in left center field, and this one is caught on the track by Mike Greenwell. Ball that was curving away from the center fielder and in the direction of Mike Greenwell. And here comes Kevin Kennedy.
Ryan warmed up, put his jacket back on. He's ready to go. So Kennedy said Lilliquist got the one man he wanted. Very unlikely that Don Mattingly will hit. Only left-hander on the Yankee bench that would be used is Deion James.
So we'll return to Fenway Park in Boston with a new pitcher after this.
Our first rule at the new 7-Eleven was to throw out the old rules. So we teamed up with the world's leading brands, using their know-how to make our foods fresher than anyone ever dreamed. We're building state-of-the-art commissaries, where stores have Deli Central items made to order each evening, then delivered by 5 a.m. the next morning in dual-temperature trucks. We even show our customers the exact minute an item was prepared, so they know we put the freshest ingredients into it, and the freshest thinking behind it.
In his illustrious baseball career, Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs. Once he even called his own shot. Today, thanks to Baseball Weekly, Babe Ruth can help you make a few calls of your own. Because now, with every one-year subscription to Baseball Weekly, you'll get a limited edition phone card commemorating the life of Babe Ruth. You'll get 10 minutes of long-distance calling free with your paid order. How about that? Baseball Weekly, the most complete guide to who's up, who's out, and what's what in baseball. In each issue, you'll get team reports, every box score, major and minor league news, top college action, trends in the marketplace, vital stats for fantasy leaguers, even a page for kids. Just call this number to order your subscription and get 52 issues for just 77 cents an issue, plus the Babe Ruth Collector's phone card. So order today. Baseball Weekly, a great call.
Here at Fenway, it's the Red Sox 6 and the Yankees 3. Top of the 8th as Chim Leyritz, that is, looks on. And here is what happened last time he batted against Vaughan Eshelman, who had not allowed a hit to this point in the game, and Leyritz went deep into the bullpen for a 3-run home run. And to this point in the game, that is still the only hit the Yankees have. 3 runs on 1 hit. And Leyritz will get a chance now to bat against the new Red Sox pitcher, Ken Ryan.
One save. Red Sox only have a pair this year. Belenda has the other one. Power pitcher. See the walks and strikeouts. He is that kind of pitcher. Country hardball. Walks several and can strike out a lot.
No nonsense, over the top fastball from Ryan for strike 1. A little bit upstairs. The 8th inning has been the best inning for the Yankees this year in terms of run production. 18 runs in the previous 15 games. One ball and 2 strikes now to Leyritz with Danny Tartabull on deck. Ryan works from the stretch as Leyritz waits at the plate. Curveball. And that's it for Leyritz.
Both closers, John Wetland and Ken Ryan, similar stuff. Over-the-top fastballs and good overhand curveballs. And you can see Leyritz reach for that one. Another one of the monsters the Red Sox have. We talked during their visit to the stadium. The security guards are on vacation this afternoon.
Game being delayed by a fan who's running around the outfield.
I mean, this is going to set a record. How long can you run around on the field before the police or the security guards make a move?
Nobody's even made a move.
No.
This guy's just heading off on his own.
Like he's one of them. Politest escort I've ever seen. Nobody caught him. He just got tired.
Oh, well. Danny Tartabull the bat here against Ken Ryan. Two outs in the top of the eighth. The Red Sox on top 6-3. Tartabull hasn't made contact yet in this game. 2 walks and a strikeout. Pulled off that breaking pitch. Now Ryan again.
I would not be surprised. You mentioned Tartabull not making contact, the way Deion James is swinging the bat. I would not be surprised as this season goes on that Deion James will be used a lot in the designated hitter role. Danny, there are certain types of pitchers he can handle. Usually the high, hard throwers, not that type.
That curveball hung a little bit. Danny pulled it foul.
So far, Buck Showalter has yet to pinch hit for him during Tartabull's stint here with the Yankees. But that could change. More expectations and pressure on this ball club to win than any club before.
Tartabull successfully checked his swing right there. We're in the 8th inning. 2 outs for the Yankees. They're down by 3. Right up the middle, and that's a base hit. He got a low fastball, and he drove it right back through the box. A 2-out single for Danny Tartabull.
Number 20, the catcher.
Second hit of the game for the Yankees.
Well, that's his zone right down there. That's one of the reasons Danny Tartabull's been productive the last few years. Is you don't get as many high strikes. Pitchers try to pitch him up there. You don't get as many high strikes in today's game. Much more advantageous for a low ball hitter.
Stanley missing on the Ryan Express. Knight back behind the plate today. Blocked by McFarland. Tomorrow the Yankees will see Zane Smith in his Red Sox debut, and the Yankees will throw Jack McDowell. Randy Velarde is on deck. 2 outs in the 8th. Fastball again.
Well, if you like trends, the Red Sox would have to feel good about that. Left-hand pitcher got the win last night. If this score holds up, another lefty would get the win. There's the Ryan fastball to Stanley on the outside part.
The 1-2. Ryan does the job, and the Yankees are through in their half of the 8th inning. Yankees pick up only their second hit of the game. But now, in the middle of the 8th, Boston leads 6-3.
In his illustrious baseball career, Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs. Once he even called his own shot. Today, thanks to Baseball Weekly, Babe Ruth can help you make a few calls of your own. Because now, with every one-year subscription to Baseball Weekly, you'll get a limited edition phone card commemorating the life of Babe Ruth. You'll get 10 minutes of long-distance calling free with your paid order. How about that? Baseball Weekly, the most complete guide to who's up, who's out, and what's what in baseball. In each issue, you'll get team reports, every box score, major and minor league news, top college action, trends in the marketplace, vital stats for fantasy leaguers, even a page for kids. Just call this number to order your subscription and get 52 issues for just 77 cents an issue, plus the Babe Ruth Collector's phone card. So order today. Baseball Weekly, a great call.
Toyota's hottest line ever assembled is here. And your Toyota dealer has super deals on the supermodels with special 2.9% financing on Camry. Or lease Camry for an exceptionally low $199 a month. Plus big factory-to-dealer incentives on the car that's the gold standard. It's Toyota's Summer Collection 95 sales event. You're invited to experience the all-new Avalon, Toyota's flagship at an extraordinary low starting price. Supermodels, super deals at your Toyota dealer now.
The Yankees are back in the Bronx to take on the Cleveland Indians after Sports Desk and AT&T Scorecard Tuesday night right here on MSG.
There are Yankee fans here at Fenway Park. There were a lot on hand late in the game last night as the Yankees had that big 12-2 lead, and some of them are brave. They wear
plenty of them here.
Not afraid to put on their caps and jackets. A lot of people in New England who live sort of halfway between New York and Boston have those divided loyalties even within the families. Tim Naring, the batter against Joe Osanio. On the subject of fans, the Yankees always draw well on the road, especially here at Fenway as we check the American Express road notes. That's quite a string the Yankees have had here. Big crowds.
Some have departed, but there was over 30 again here today.
Two balls and a strike now. The Yankees have run into this kind of weather just about everywhere they've gone this season, but have not really suffered a rainout.
Still looking for that first nice warm day.
Ripped to left field. Let's see how Louis plays this one. He'll hustle the ball back in and hold Tim Naring to a single. Well, he has the monster mastered.
Number 10.
Good start to this season by Tim Naring, keeping the average over 300. Good Fenway Park hitter. Anything middle of the plate in, he can turn on. Louis played the bounce right off the bottom of the concrete. That's why it got back to him so quickly, and a nice accurate throw. That keeps the double play in order. And Buck will go to the left-hander, Bob McDonald.
So McDonald, who just joined the Yankees in Toronto, coming on for his third appearance, and will return in a minute.
Hi, I'm Jim Palmer for the Money Store. Have you fallen behind on some payments at any point over the last couple of years? In this economy, it's certainly not unusual. Well, even with some slow payments, you can qualify for a home equity loan from the Money Store. That's because the money store looks at your total credit picture. You can consolidate your bills or make some home improvements. So remember, even if you are a little slow on some payments, call the money store for a home equity loan. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES. That's 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If you'll look straight ahead, you'll see some spectacular scenery coming into view. This kind of thing is extremely rare this time of year. In fact, you probably won't see anything like it again all summer. Thank you for flying America West, and have a nice trip.
For reservations, call your professional travel agent or America West.
Welcome back to Boston, where driving is not always simple. It's a cold, gray day, and right now the Yankees on the short end of a 6-3 score in the home half of the 8th inning. The Yankees have just made a pitching change. Joe Osanio relieved by Bob McDonald. But first we want to tell you about one of the great engineering feats of modern times. They've moved the wall in, the Green Monster.
You would think they would, because at one time it's at 315 feet. There have been many players and baseball personnel have tried to walk down that line to really get the accurate distance. Right now it sets at 310. Just the last couple weeks they figured out with some laser measurement.
It really wasn't 315 feet, so they changed it. Painted the new number up there, 310, but there are some, I believe, who think it's less than that.
See what Bob McDonald has done during his early days with the Yankees. Got a couple of outs in that wild game in Toronto the other night. If it's Yankee fans' first look at Bob McDonald, that was one of the things Buck Showalter addressed in spring training. Need another left-hander besides Steve Howe in the bullpen. In the middle of the game, McDonald was down at Columbus doing well. He was formerly with the Blue Jays and the Tigers. Played his college ball at Rutgers.
Didn't get the call that time from Ken Kaiser. McDowell was warming up last night, but didn't get the call in the game. It's been a few days since we've seen this man, but he's getting ready. John Wetland. Ooh, that one caught Mike Stanley.
Tough series for Mike, going back to all the contact in Toronto. Foul balls off the mask, top of the helmet with backswings, and he takes yet another one. All the pitch off his knee the last game in Toronto. And getting back to that wall, it was Jim Bunning, the congressman, that when he was an active player pitching for the Tigers, came in here, giving up some fly balls down the left field line. He said, no way that's 315 feet. He walked it off and said it was 295. But the Red Sox, with their laser measurements, say it's 310.
Somehow I can't believe the Red Sox resorted to a laser in this ballpark. I mean, that's modern technology.
Doesn't fit in here.
Not at all. McDonald has his sign. And his slingshot delivery is hit on the ground to second. The Yankees turn the 4-6-3 double play. Now 2 away in the bottom of the 8th
Number
inning.
38.
Alisea trying to go the other way. McDonald looked like the new changeup he's picked up, turning down and going down and away from the right-hand hitter, and Kelly and Fernandez turned that well. Nice shovel toss, chest high. Rest pretty routine for Tony Fernandez.
Here's Lee Tinsley now trying to extend his streak. Last night he was successful in doing that in his final at-bat. 14 consecutive games. Two outs in the 8th. Tinsley with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. If you want to look ahead to the 9th inning, the Yankees are scheduled to send up the bottom third of their lineup. That would be Velarde, Polonia, and Kelly. Tinsley came in hitting at .407. His average right now is down to .381. And he hits it in the air to center field. Bernie Williams should have an easy play on this one. He does. And the Red Sox are through here in the 8th inning. In all likelihood, unless the Yankees tie the game up, Lee Tinsley's hitting streak will be over.
The Rangers are back at the Garden to battle the Quebec Nordiques in Game 6 of their Eastern Conference playoff, Tuesday night on MSG2.
Blue skies or gray skies, I'll always be around. You can rely on me, I'll never let you down.
Whatever little surprises life has in store for you, one thing you can always rely on is the cool comfort of a Tempstar air conditioner.
You can rely on me.
Rely on the star. Tempstar.
Come to Gorman Appliance of Inglewood for the guaranteed lowest prices. Gorman is a member of Associated Volume Buyers. 938 stores strong means top quality at the guaranteed lowest price. We have the lowest prices on refrigerators, microwaves, ranges, washers, dryers, TVs, and VCRs. Free delivery on most major appliances. With our 30-day lowest prices guarantee, you're assured the lowest price. Gorman Appliance, 30 East Palisade Avenue, Inglewood. Lowest price, guaranteed.
Hello, I'm George Feldner, president of Feldner Cadillac Oldsmobile here in Hackensack. Stop by our showroom to see the new Oldsmobile Aurora. We can customize a lease that's right for you. Our used car department has 50 to 60 pre-owned cars reconditioned and ready at all times. Our service department is the highest rated with no appointment scheduling necessary. Feldner Cadillac again would like to thank you for buying American.
It's the top of the 9th with the Red Sox leading 6-3. Look at the hit column for the Yankees. Only 2 hits. One of those is a 3-run homer by Jim Leyritz. Here's Randy Velarde against the closer Ken Ryan. One ball, 1 strike. Yankees need base runners here in the 9th. They're down by 3.
With Lee Tinsley's hitting streak apparently coming to an end. The 2 players that have the longest hitting streaks to start the season for their respective ball clubs. Tinsley's would end at 14. Yankees third base coach Willie Randolph started the season with 15 straight games. And Jim Rice, the Red Sox hitting coach, also. Their rookie seasons.
That's down the right field line. It's a foul ball off the bat of Randy Velarde. If the Red Sox hold on to win, they'll move past the Yankees by a half game in the first place. The 2 teams flip-flopping the last couple of days. It's still very early, of course. Another game tomorrow. The big curve. And Velarde is caught looking again.
Good overhand 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock curveball by Ken Ryan. Puts Velarde away. And you can see that front leg, that jelly leg, give ground. Tough pitch. Tough pitch to hit, tough pitch to stay in against. Buck liked to get as many left-hand hitters up there, hoping Velarde could get on. Deion James has moved into the on-deck circle.
Louis Polonia now as Dion gets set. The professional hitter on deck. Polonia has grounded out and struck out.
We won't be televising tomorrow, but certainly a special day for all of us because it's Mother's Day. And there's a little baseball flavor when you think of Mother's Day. With Casey Candell, who played for the Astros and the Reds.
Little guy.
Yeah, you don't think of mothers as baseball players, but Casey's mother, Helen Candell, played in the All-American Girls Baseball League back in the 40s and the 50s.
Polonia bounces it to second. Luis throws out Luis, and there are 2 away.
In fact, I used to watch some of those games growing up as a kid in Michigan. The All-American Girls Baseball League, Rockford Peaches, the Fort Wayne Daisies. I remember Whitey Herzog when we were going bad in St. Louis, not winning. He said, "You guys couldn't beat the Fort Wayne Daisies." I said, "Whitey, I saw them play. They had a pretty good ball club." But Casey Candell's mother played in that league for several years, and of course the movie A League of Their Own after the All-American Girls Baseball League.
Dion James, the hitter now. What I've noticed is because so many young mothers now have been exposed to playing softball in recent years, a lot of them are very active in little leagues and do quite a bit of coaching around the country.
And playing.
Yep.
The young girls playing as well as the mothers coaching.
1-1 to Dion James. The Yankees down to their last out. Boston on top 6-3. Caught the outside corner. So this crowd, better than 30,000. To their credit, they've come out on a very raw day, and they're now all standing, applauding, and anticipating what could be the final out of the game. That'll quiet them down for a couple of seconds at least. A 2-ball, 2-strike count for Ken Ryan.
If he gets that last out, it would be quite a start for young Vaughan Eshelman. Had a no-hitter through 5 2/3. Pitch away from winning his first 3 decisions in the major leagues.
24 runs for the Yankees the previous 2 nights in Toronto and in Boston. Today, 2 hits. Big plastic bag floating around in center field. Lee Tinsley does the housekeeping chores. He's going to try to stuff that in his pocket. I want to see if he can fit that in there. No swing. James still has life.
Just outside, Kaiser thought about it, looked toward Joe Brinkman, the third base umpire. He said no swing.
That'll drift into the stands down the left field line. Red Sox Brain Trust surrounding manager Kevin Kennedy. I like what one writer said. Said there's a new regime here. Nixon's out, Kennedy's in. It's like the 60s. And Jose is the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's a walk to Dion James. Nixon, of course, would be Otis Nixon, who was traded to the Texas Rangers. Kevin Kennedy came from the Texas Rangers.
Center fielder, Bernie Williams.
Bernie Williams batting now with 2 outs. And James at first. For Bernie, this is his last chance to keep his 7-game hitting streak alive. Runner goes. James down to second with a stolen base.
say, why would you gamble down 3? But they weren't holding Deion James on. He had that base stolen very comfortably, which just makes it a little tougher on a ground ball. No easy force out at second base. Buck Showalter's team could keep the inning going.
They're trying to work Bernie Williams down and in under his hands. If Bernie can keep it alive, Tony Fernandez will hit next. Red Sox 6, Yankees 3. Two and 0.
You were talking last night there in the Yankees when they had that big lead, about a comfortable lead in Fenway Park. There's a lot of horror stories here about back in Bob Lemon and Bob Feller's heyday, coming in here with the Indians, having 7-8 run leads in the 9th inning and see them slip away. One of the more memorable wins for the Red Sox during their '67 pennant drive was a game like that.
Bernie fouls it off.
We had the California Angels. The Angels had the Red Sox down by 8 runs with 2 outs, and the Red Sox came back to win that one. They won the pennant that year by 1 game. So there's a lot of stories about 9th inning comebacks in Fenway Park. That's why, as a manager, you never feel comfortable here, even though you're down to your last strike, until you actually get it.
Down by 8 runs?
Yes.
Wow. Here comes the crowd again as Bernie bats with a 2-ball, 2-strike count and 2 outs. And the string will be played out now. Last time up, Tony Fernandez drove the ball to the warning track in right field. He made a bid, so he has the potential, if Williams can reach base, of tying the game. And now the payoff pitch. Foul. Buck Showalter putting those gloves to good use, his NFL receiver gloves. In the air toward the gap in right center field. This one's in for a base hit. Deion James scores. Bernie Williams holds at first base with his hitting streak extended to 8 games. He picks up an RBI and he sends the potential tying run to the plate. It's now the Red Sox 6 and the Yankees 4.
Good at bat by Bernie Williams on the 3-2 fastball. Takes that up the alley into right center field. The Yankees have 2 more left-hand hitters to face Ken Ryan. Fernandez now and Boggs on deck.
That pitch is high to Tony Fernandez.
A lot of trips out of that Boston dugout for a team that has had the lead the entire way. John Cumberland, the pitching coach, has made several trips. Now Kennedy again coming out to have a word with Ken Ryan.
Nobody's warming up. They're all watching.
Well, if nothing else, what helps the Yankees in this situation, Ken Ryan, the closer, you extend him, you have him throw a lot of pitches on a cool day, and it might make him a little more difficult to come back in tomorrow's game if the Red Sox would need him.
Kennedy's back. Ryan is set. Fernandez is waiting. That's the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking pitch, strike 2. If Tony can get on, Wade Boggs would then be up. Red Sox 6, Yankees 4. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the 9th. Foul ball. Bernie fouled off a couple before he stroked his hit. There's Wade. In for a called strike 3. And the ball game is over as Ken Ryan dropped it in against Tony Fernandez. The Boston Red Sox even up this series at a game apiece. Taking a 6-4 victory on this cold Saturday afternoon at Fenway Park.
Long ball and rookie left-hander Vaughan Eshelman. Ryan closed it down, but Vaughan Eshelman gave the Red Sox 5 2/3 no-hit innings. Buck Showalter watches the winning team congratulate on the field as his team heads for the clubhouse. 3 home runs in the game by the Red Sox. Valentin Vaughn and the blow by Mike McFarland at the bottom of the 7th gave him a little extra cushion. Long day for Jose Canseco despite a Red Sox win.
And the game ended with Tony Fernandez facing Ken Ryan. He got the curve.
Caught the outside corner. And that makes Kevin Kennedy's Red Sox 6-2 at home during this season.
So with the victory, the Red Sox leapfrog past the Yankees back into first place by a half game. With another game to come tomorrow, we'll be coming back to Fenway with more after this on MSG.
Hi, I'm Jim.